We're starting.
Yeah.
Let me just ring these boys up. See, Kola and Bob. Yeah, we keeping this one short today.
Yeah, let's
Boys
try
got
and keep
some
it
work
short
to do.
because
Okay.
I have so much work to do, man. It's not a joke.
Bro, same here.
Yeah. Feels.
Who was there for COD on Friday? I don't know if you guys actually played, but Okolo guy. I know he's not even here. Okolo guy was I told Okolo previously. I have work to do. I have a lot of work. He now said, okay, I'll let it slide this time. I won't call you out. So I know Okolo was for sure there. I was just wondering who else did not have work.
Guys, I think it was just a call. Maybe Balkans. Maybe. Nah, I wasn't there for
I'm
that.
going to ring the whole group so you guys can just ignore it. I'm just trying to get Bob and Okolo. I don't want to create a whole new group. Let me see if these boys will join.
Somebody is here.
Okay, who is it?
What's
up, boys?
Alright, we good. I'm trying to ring Bob. But we can start, guy.
Somebody is echoing.
It's coming from call.
Bro, what's going on? Why am I hearing myself from you?
Guy, that took me back. That took me back about 6 years. That took me back about 6 or 7 years. Why am I hearing my name from your mouth?
The echo is still happening.
Yeah, because what's going on?
Well, if you ask me that question again,
You're not gonna answer my question. What's going on?
Bro, me personally, share.
Wait, talk when I mute.
Hello. It sounds normal. Actually, no, I'm still hearing from somebody.
Why did you join?
I thought it was on the phone. So that's why it's echoing.
Oh, no, nobody's here. You're doing a little detective work?
Yeah, on the comment stuff.
Wait, Okolo, do you have any other app open that's like... Or maybe just do the echo cancellation stuff. Oh, no, I think it's only women that can do that. Or maybe we can do it while it's recording. Alright, I don't know. Anyways, this Bob guy doesn't seem like he's coming through. Let me just send this call.
That's weird. I'm silly. It's just me.
No, I hear the echo stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Okolo, reload. Let's just see if it does.
Hello?
Yeah, because when Okolo talks, like when he's talking, like I don't hear any echo. But then when anybody else talks,
the echo is going right now.
Can you hear me?
Hello? I think it's good now.
Yeah. What happened? I selected I am using headphones.
Oh, okay.
That's the problem, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, bro. How far you guys?
doing good.
I'm suboptimal, bro.
Yeah, I've been seeing your comments on Top Boy. Been really
elite show.
Bro, Top Boy going crazy, bro. Like honestly, I mean season 3, episode 1, and honestly, I don't know how warnings, Top Boy spoilers coming. So if you're listening, you want to watch Top Boy, skip this part. But when they shot my man Jamie, I was like, what's going on here?
Bro, so unexpected.
I'm so happy.
That was so unexpected because
I was like, what?
because that's the guy I was rooting for. Like I was excited to see him. I was excited to see his come up. That's what I was waiting for. You know, especially after he killed his friend, I'm like, whoa, he's about to go to a whole new level.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then they smoked him, and I'm like, so what's going on? What's going on?
Wait, so you started that show this weekend?
Yes, I said like on Friday or Saturday, something like that.
No, you're in trouble.
That's crazy, bro.
Thinking for me, guy. That show last week and finished it last week. I think that show has finished it last week. Guy, it's so addictive. I don't know why, but when it ends,
bro.
it's like what's happening?
It's addictive.
For
some
Wait,
reason,
you finished it like so you binged it throughout the day.
No, I've only watched season 1 and 2. I haven't watched season 3.
How many episodes are in season 1 and 2?
Season 1, 10, season 2, 8.
How many like are they each like
like
an
an hour long.
Like
Most of they're like 50 minutes, 45 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
50
50
minutes, give or take.
Scary Boys.
Yeah, I'm
Nah,
telling
bro,
you,
like the thing hooked me, bro. Like
18 hours of content.
literally, I said I was looking at Netflix and I saw Top Boy. All right, I remember someone mentioned this. Let me see what it's about.
God.
Bro,
I
I
can't
was
lie.
hooked.
What you Top Boy for that long? I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I don't know about that, bro.
You don't understand.
I don't know about that, man.
When I watched it like some years, like season 1 and 2 some years ago, whenever I was sure. And I mean it was nice. It was nice. I can't lie. Like it was actually
I was hooked, bro.
I don't know about
I've only watched season 1. It's cool.
I was hooked. Like I can't lie to you. That's a
Wow,
good
so
You
show.
know
Have
what?
this
You know what, you
Jamie.
guys? You know
Why
what you
would
guys
you-
should watch?
Huh? Because
Why
like
did that
I always root for the main character to die. Like that's just my thing.
Jamie, low-key, was he the main character? Low-key.
I think he was. I think he was Loki. Well, him and
Well,
Duchesne.
Duchesne, yeah, like
Yeah.
low-key.
Him
I
and
guess there
Duchesne.
were- yeah, there are two like main.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, but Duchesne, I think I rocked more with Duchesne's personality. Like, you know,
Nah, bro, I
but
rock more with Jamie. Bro, Duchesne used
yeah,
to annoy me. Like,
Jamie just seemed like, he
there's
seemed like the main guy.
facial expression he has just annoys me.
What do you
Duchesne,
say? Jamie seems like what?
he just has this main guy complex. Like I don't like.
And Duchesne doesn't have it. Wait. Duchesne doesn't have it.
No, nah, you're wrong there. You're wrong there, bro.
And I
Duchesne
love.
that would be in a coffee shop like this with like school principal waiting for you.
Come on, talk to guy.
Honestly, I can't even really remember a lot. But all I know is his
Nah,
babe
bro.
in that show was Little Sims.
Who?
His babe in the show.
Who?
Shane's babe in the show. She's an artist. She's like she's a UK artist called Little Sims. She's made a lot of
That's
like
cool.
proper songs. Like yeah, she's cool.
That's cool. Even Duchesne, like he makes music. in real
Really?
life. Yeah, I know he has some.
That's tough. That's
But
tough.
nah, bro, like I feel like Jamie did not. I rocked with Jamie because Jamie seemed like a real person, bro.
For
I
real.
can't lie to you. I don't know. Duchesne just seems so like dead inside. I don't know. I feel like Jamie had.
Guy. Sully is what you call dead inside.
Yeah, Sully's gone.
Yeah.
And it's weird because Sully has sincere eyes, but,
Yeah.
but man is gone inside.
He's gone, man. Sully's
Bro.
cold. Like cold-hearted
He's-
killer.
He's a road man through and through.
I might actually go back and finish that show, to be honest.
Right, when you're waiting, there's a lovely surprise waiting for you.
No, I'm probably going to start season 3. One, because I just have so much work to do. Like, bro,
Yeah.
I got sucked into the Top Boy vortex, but I have stuff to do. Plus, I feel like I just need a breather from like after they killed Jamie. I'm like, what's going on here? I need to reset. I need to reset. Can't lie. But now, man, that's a good show.
This is a complete like different thing. There was this question I saw and it was like it just fascinated me and I feel like you guys will be able to dissect the question because everybody I've asked the question, nobody really goes down to the nitty gritty of the question. So basically it's like who do you think would win a chess game? A mind reader or someone that can see the future?
Mind reader.
Something like that.
It's tough,
Mind reader.
Shane. It's tough.
No, it's definitely a mind reader.
So I think
Tell me
someone
your
like
reasoning. Tell me your reasoning.
I can see the future though. I'm going opposite. I think someone like can see the future. What
I'm
do you
Are you
with
think?
going opposite? Are
Amatu.
you going opposite
I'm with
just to
that.
be opposite, or just
No,
because
no,
you're
no, no,
actually
no.
thinking opposite?
I think person that can see the future wins. But
I'm with
see
Amatu
why
on
you
that
think
one.
mind reader. See why you think right.
Because I feel like the future is still malleable.
Yeah, I think I might agree with that.
Just
The
quickly,
future is valuable in what sense?
just
I want
quickly,
to say
like,
something on that. The
has
future is
everybody
malleable,
watched
but
AOT? Like before, I don't want to drop a spoiler.
No,
no.
Like,
don't draw. I haven't finished it. Don't draw, please.
and it's you that I even wanted to tell the thing to. It was just a reference, but never mind, never mind.
But yeah, I mean,
You
I
said the
said this
future is
because
malleable.
bro, my headphones are messing up right now. Wait, get that back. What are we saying?
You said the future is malleable.
Yeah, because actually, I actually said it because like was it last month or so? I read this. It's like a fantasy fiction book, right? And just long story short, there's something. So there's something people can take to allow them to see like a couple seconds into the future, literally like this scenario. And but the main character was fighting someone who could do that, but essentially, what's it called? Like how do I put it? Um,
Hope is
so
not telling.
the main character thought about doing a particular thing, and so the other person would now see what they were planning to do, and then while the other person was trying to stop them before they did it, the main character now kind of changed what they were going to do. But then, and the other guy could not react fast enough. But then that's how the main character actually beat the other guy. But my point being, the future is map. So even if I'm thinking rook to d7, for I find out that I'm kind of obviously it takes some level of like mental like I say clarity, or you have to really not think about it too much, I guess. But then the person who sees the future sees that, or try and then makes an assumption from that. I feel like if I'm the mind reader, you know,
I
I
don't
feel
think
like
your case supports mind reader.
I have more leverage.
I
But
have
what
a
you said doesn't support your mind reader case because you said that you can see you're reading my mind and you're seeing me tell you what's stopping me from knowing the okay. Let's say I know the steps to my future success. You can read my mind. I'm going to be what if I'm thinking like okay yeah, this, I'm thinking of that D7 move. You're reading my mind and say oh this is what this guy is going to do. But since I've already seen the future, I already know like you're going to read, what you're reading, and I know this is going to lead you to do this, and this based on
But
what you
then
see
again, I feel like
supporting me to win in the end.
let's say like we just don't know each other, right? Like, okay, wait, are we assuming we both know each other's powers?
Uh-huh.
Because I feel like that affects things. Do we both know each other have these powers?
Let's do both scenarios. So
Because
let's,
in fact, especially if we don't know, I feel like you as the future person, you're going to be a lot more sure of yourself because you're like, this is the future. But I feel like a mind that knows people can still change their mind. You know what I mean?
okay. So I think the future, the person that can see the future can see all the different combinations and
Yeah,
possibilities, almost like Doctor Strange.
that's what I was supposed to say.
Like
Like that Doctor Strange kind of scenario. Like
like
I
But
he
can,
can.
when I know
they're
your,
seeing yes, but aren't they seeing like wait, how far into the future are they seeing?
they can see the future. I'm assuming they can
Exactly.
see the future. Like Doctor Strange,
Yeah,
Because
like
I
your
assume they
end.
can see like a couple moves into the future. Or
They
assuming like just
they can
can
see
see
to
the
the
future.
future of the
hold on,
game.
my
Like
headphones are cutting in and out. Sorry.
they can see to the future, which would at least take them to the end of that game. They will see the end.
Okay, to the
wait.
end of
Can
interesting.
I just chime in? Can I
Yeah,
just chime in? They can see to the future of the end of the game. Like that doesn't mean like they will always win the game. Like if they are
That's
okay,
yeah.
because let that just preface my answer because my answer is doesn't matter what your powers are. Who's going to win is the person who is better at chess. That's my answer.
I agree with that.
Because
I
it's
I,
like
I
Also,
disagree.
in some
because it's like
aspects.
okay, you can see the future. If you're playing against a grandmaster who, like in any case, no matter what you do, he's most likely going to make a strong move that like throughout to the end of because you can see what he's going to do, but you still don't know how to counter it. Or like
Mm.
you can read his mind, you're like, okay, he's going to D7 because of this. You don't understand why he's plotting all that stuff. Even if you did understand it, your position on the board is just is one of those scenarios where it's already an end game before it's an end game.
That makes sense.
You're playing an end game. You already know like there's no hope for you. You've lost this game. So you reading his mind, like bro, some of us we don't even need that power. Like once it's at the end game, we can read the other person's mind. We're still going to lose. So
But
whoever
then
is
you
going to
can read
win.
man before you drop into the end game, though.
No,
But
I
like-
know, but what I'm saying is like to a good extent, like those powers, I don't think they will do much. Like if the level of like if maybe if they are equal at playing chess, like
They are
just two
equal. No,
newbies.
they are equal. They are equal.
Okay, then that one just kind of disqualifies my whole thing. But what I'm saying is, in general, like if you had said, "Oh, two random people," my answer is whoever is better at chess. But then
Okay,
you guys can debate the whole mind.
I do agree that there's a level of skill disparity that will just make the power stay a bit like it will nullify the whole power difference.
Exactly.
But I feel like at the same or even somewhat similar levels, I feel like your powers and the application of them play a huge part in the outcome.
So what are your answers if these are two even like leveled people?
I'm still going with the future guy. I'm still going with the guy that can see into the future. Strong because even if you can read my mind, on the same way you said what you read, I can change. It's the same way I can use that against you because you're reading my mind. Who's saying what you read is what I'm actually going to do?
Okay, I need to reconsider this because when I heard future, I thought you meant like you can see like a move or two into the future. I didn't think the whole game. So that changes the way I look at this. So,
but then, do you think a mind reader, because he can read your mind, do you think he could read your mind and see that you see all the possibilities of the game?
Cut off.
Yeah, bro.
I think
cut off the prime moment.
Well, I think I get where Okuru was going. So basically, it's like, oh, what if he can see the mind reading that you just read? Right?
No.
What if you can see?
Sorry, what
if the mind reader can see the
future?
Yeah, exactly. What if the mind reader can see the future that the future reader is seeing?
I think it goes like, and you're saying he just sees whether he has won the game or lost.
No. He sees the future. So it's
I know, but like maybe what he's seeing is just okay. This is how I won. This is how I'm going to win.
Okay, yeah. I
guess
guess
how he's going to lose too. Like
yes, exactly. He can see all the
combinations. The thing is, the moment the mind reader sees what's in the future person's mind, they're going to change. Like the future has changed, and then they will see the changed future.
Yeah,
and then the cycle just keeps going on.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, facts. It seems like it could be a stalemate.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
So actually, based on this, I feel like what KK said has even more merit. Like in fact, like if the powers come at a deadlock, it goes back to just your best skill.
Yeah. No, but then also if the powers are so, because I think we've pushed mind reading and then seeing the future to their very extreme. You said that this person can see the future and see all possible like outcomes, as if their mind can even handle all possible outcomes. Let's say it can, and then this guy does like reading mind. He can read every single aspect of the mind, and then also has that same like mental capacity to contain all the options. So they've both seen everything that it's like two engines playing against each other. And if two engines are playing against each other, like if they are really all seeing engines, like the skill level, whatever that would be called, if they've actually seen everything all the way to the end, they will always just pick the path that keeps each other in the stalemate.
Or it comes down to who can carry those logs. Who can carry the logs? Man, this is a lot of thinking, man. You are going to be fucking tired. This is a lot of it comes down to carry those logs.
Let both of them have that Goggins mindset, like they will die for the game.
I feel like to get an answer, we need to put some kind of constraints.
Okay, I also have a question. So, if the guy that can see the future, so there are two aspects in like seeing the future. It's like you're seeing the future and the future is inevitable, or you're seeing the future and the future can change. So,
I feel like how we try to map that out is not just seeing the future, but seeing every single possible future.
Yeah.
So the future that you want, like
no. What if there's only one future? There's only
no. But it's like No, what we're saying is not just like, oh, what's going to happen? Like, okay, 5 seconds later, and we were right. This is what happened. But everything, like even the molecules that move, if they moved in a different direction and that changed the 5 seconds, we
Okay,
can
I
see
would,
all the outcomes.
it's Doctor
No,
Strange.
No,
it's
no,
easier. It's
It's
easier
just
in a
Doctor
chess
Strange.
game. It's easier in a chess game because it's like, okay, you know this piece can only go here, 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 or here. So all the branching out, there's a finite number of states. For molecules, like it's almost infinite because the molecule can be in any
no,
position.
that's making his past too OP. Seeing the future should just be like,
But that's
yeah,
what
seeing
we
the
say.
future.
No,
No,
no.
wait, no.
For
I'm
my
talking about seeing the
regards,
future in the as. I'm talking about seeing the future in aspects like there's only one path, and they are seeing only that path, not like other possibilities. Other possibilities, that's a different thing. But
That's not what
future
I'm
just
saying,
only
though.
future means like only one path. So that's like I was just taking the literal meaning of it.
For me, I was thinking like, let's say like
Hmm.
a second, like you can see like all the possible outcomes, but like only like a second or two, like a second into the future at a time, right? So like you can't see like for like you can't see so much as to the end of the game, but at any given time, like when I pick up, I touch a piece, you can see like my next like possible like movement, like it's in like a 2-3 second span. You know what I mean? As opposed to end of the game. That's where I was thinking initially. But
But,
how do we want to
but everyone
quantify?
can do that. Like
What do you mean?
when you say, okay, my next move in like all my possible next moves in the span of 2 or 3 seconds, that's literally everywhere the knight can go when you touch the knight. And it's like that's not really seeing the
Like,
future.
I
You
understand what you're
get
saying.
I was
That's
gonna say
like
you guys are
get
underrating
it.
the future guy. Like you're underacting his
Okay.
part to make the mind reader happen.
No, we're also going to nerf the mind reader too. We're also going to nerf the mind reader, but we're trying to contain the both of them. We're just on the future guy at this moment. We're trying to contain the both of them because I don't see because at their max I'm seeing stalemate unless someone
No, no,
here
no.
that
Well, honestly,
Shogu, sorry, just what you were saying. You said the future like in one way, but doesn't the future have multiple possibilities?
Yeah, something.
Like
so
literally
okay.
where you are right now, you have limitless possibilities of like what you could do
yeah,
next.
but at the end of the day, I'm only going to take one path, and that's my future.
And that's what now brings the problem of can the
Fair.
future change?
Yeah.
Because if it's like, it can change,
What?
then how do you actually now see the future? Because if it can change and then 5 seconds later this is supposed to happen and you saw it and that's what happened, it means that whatever the mind reader did, whatever you saw, there was only one way. So no matter what he did, like there's no way he can change it. Or that he doesn't even have a choice. Maybe like his hand just has to move there. Just because, I don't know, maybe like the person who can see the future and the mind reader will now be constrained just because they've seen it. But for us, it seems like we have choice just because we don't know what the future is. So that's kind of like this that scary
Interesting.
mind bending paradox
And
bullshit.
one other thing that I think like clashes is like even having the power to see the future itself. Because if you have power to see the future, you can see your future, you can see like the steps you are going to take. And like when you think about it, it's like it just doesn't make any sense. Because
What do you
you
mean?
want to think like you can like because let's say if I had like ability to see my future, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like let's say the future is like inevitable. I'll try and like find things like alter the future and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you can't really alter it. So I don't know. It just like kind of clashes. I don't know if you guys get what I'm
It
saying.
depends on your definition on like the time thing. Do you believe like time is stuck? Whatever is going to happen is going to happen, or do you believe there are different like
That's
just
in this scenario. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
if you
Whatever
believe
is
it's
going to happen is
just
going to happen.
what's
This goes back to us human beings having free will. Because I don't think like anything is set in stone. You know what I mean? I think like we have the choice to do what we will do next.
Okay,
yeah, I know, I agree on
I
that.
have
I feel
one
like there are
thing that I
different
think
points.
might
I feel
help,
like
like
different parts.
first nerf the future person and then also like clear up most of this stuff. So our problem now is, okay, you can see the steps and you're changing the steps. What about if the guy can just see into the future but know how to get there? It's just like, okay, I can see 15 minutes into how this game, like what the state of the board will be in 15 minutes, but I don't know how we got there. And because there are multiple like possible, like there are a gigantic number of ways to get there. is like, I can just see what state the board is going to be in at
Low key,
after 15
you've
minutes.
killed this guy's
Yeah.
power. Low key, if that's what he can do, I don't. The mind reader wins.
Like okay, I think I get what you mean. Like, cause when you're thinking of seeing to the future, you're not thinking about every single detail. You're just thinking about like seeing to the end of the game. Do I win or do I lose? 'Cause that's what I thought at first, but I was like, no, that I'm just saying. Seeing the future,
So,
like that's
okay,
what's.
Amasi, you detailed this guy's powers for us. No, because me, I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to.
He's playing chess. Just that's what came to my mind.
No, guy, you stop thinking about Doctor Strange.
He's going back like
that end game. It's not all possibilities. He knows, like, you know how in the end game stuff, there are certain things he couldn't tell certain people to make sure they do what they're meant to do. Like, oh, guy, what do you see?
Wait. So did he see? Did he see also like all the fights and everything, or just like
all possibilities? Remember, I said there was only one.
Like
part.
he did. He said there were 14 million.
Yeah, and he said he only saw one part of them winning.
The only one in one.
That's what I thought. Like,
GG's now. That's like the maxed out stuff we just finished talking about.
No,
So
if you reduce it to anything else, the mind reader is always going to win.
I'm saying we're still going to nerf the mind reader, but I feel like we're just at this point on the future guy.
But then I think we're still also underestimating the mind reader because we've maxed out the future seer, but like, bro, the mind reader, if he can really get to his full potential, he could potentially also know all these.
that's why we said it's a stalemate. If both people already know everything, that's why I'm saying, like, the max that he can get to is to mirror, and if he mirrors,
it's literally like hey, something just came to my head. It's literally like putting two mirrors parallel to each other. You're just seeing infinites. It's just infinity, man.
It's just infinite.
It's just infinity.
That's interesting.
That's insane.
Interesting.
Change it. Both of them are fighting. This is a fight to death. Who wins?
Like physical fight.
Physical. They're fighting to
but
death.
Amasi doesn't want to pray
Jesus.
You are all theory. Come on, get some practice.
I can't lie. Whoever is more skillful, bro.
No, they're same level skills. Like these are.
I have another question. Like, so I agree small with Oshoai's point. Whoever is more skillful, just because like your mind, like, okay, whoever's mind is like slower to react. So whoever is faster to react is like you see it, but it's like sometimes like I know this car is coming, but my body is not fast enough to get out of the way. So like if that was a problem, like if their minds were like someone's mind was not fast enough to keep up with the body, because guy,
okay, you knew that car was coming and you knew you would not be slow enough. You knew you knew you won't be fast enough.
No, but that's again another thing I'm saying. If there's somebody, but see, like if that's the case, then the fight wouldn't even have happened. You get what I'm saying? If they are in the fight, there's nothing you can do, and you've seen the future. This guy is buffer than you, faster than you. There's not much you can do to counter. Once he gives you one like this, you've seen all the possibilities. All the possibilities end up with you with a smash face. What are you going to do? Like, no matter how you duck, you're not fast enough to get away.
Like, I think if we're saying they're equal skills, low-key, the future guy has an advantage in terms of that time thing. Because if he's reading my mind, he now has to add extra time.
Exactly.
My mind thinking of what's going to happen in the future. Instead of just reading what my next movie is, kind of. Whereas I have read the future. Instead of reading your mind, I'm just reading the future.
Yeah, it's more like who gives the first blow.
Yeah.
Before the mind game starts. Who gives that
before bro can read the man, he's on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I just saw good one. I just saw that.
It will be interesting.
I think they'll just end up frying each other's brains, man.
Yeah,
because this one of you people saying like, oh, seeing all the possibilities. Maybe Doctor Strange, like maybe 14 million was, not so bad. But chess, guy, if you do the branching out of chess, I don't think it's anywhere close to 14 million. If it was 14 million, they would have solved the game of chess by now.
That's right.
Yes.
So
it's just like thinking that every time you shuffle a card, that's a completely unique arrangement.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because it'd be like what 54 factorial or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So I mean that's the thing about every time you shuffle a card deck, it's a unique alignment of cards.
That's crazy.
Everything can be solved. but like
Yes.
doesn't mean someone will solve it.
Yeah, with, enough,
Yeah.
with theoretically enough time and I guess processing power, I feel like everything can be solved.
Yes.
But
So the
we
game
just
of
don't have
chess can
that.
be solved.
We just don't
Well,
have
unless you have,
means.
I like to think of it as like, okay, yeah, all these things that have finite stuff. But if you have a while loop that just says while true, like, eh, no matter how much time you have on processing power, that
Mm.
simple line will never complete.
It's true.
So,
That's true.
It's just like I don't know if it's true. Apparently, if we all lived long enough, we'd all get cancer, like eventually.
because of the
Why?
sun,
I'm
Why?
not sure.
I've never heard of that one.
Because now correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like essentially when we are growing and our cells are repairing, they're duplicating. I don't know if it's mitosis or meiosis. I think it's mitosis, one of the two. Our cells are duplicating, and then but every time they duplicate, there's like little inconsistencies, right? And there's something I don't know. I can't remember what it is, but there's something in our cells or in our body or DNA. I can't remember what it is. One or the other. That's essentially helps like clean up these inconsistencies when our cells like duplicate. And then over time, these inconsistencies begin to like increase, and our capacity to rectify them decreases because we're getting older. So that's essentially why that's essentially why we age. Kind of or more that's why we deteriorate as we get older. So the concept was that cancer in itself is essentially just like a mutation, like a random mutation, and that just kind of spreads. So theoretically, if we all lived long enough, eventually we would all get a mutation that will lead to cancer. So that's a thought. I don't know the science
That's
behind
crazy.
it.
Okay.
But yeah.
But thinking about it, that long enough could be like 2,000 years later also.
So yeah, it's probability. So for somebody it might be
Mhm.
if you live an extra year, somebody might be if you live an extra 10,000 because
Yeah.
it's just a mutation.
What do you guys think about Neuralink and getting those chips in your bodies
We're
to
getting
enhance
closer
an iPhone,
intelligence?
bro.
to the end, man.
I'm
We're
good
getting
with an
closer to the
iPhone.
end, man.
Yeah, I feel like there are just some things that don't need to happen.
Honestly, like, I'm just getting pushing ourselves to where it's a wrap, and where it's actually just be a wrap. One guy
All
that
I'll
can,
say,
let's say
all
everyone has
I'll
no link, and you hack like a whole country, you just hack the shit. What happens now?
How about the country? The country also will be stronger.
But then again, how would you even do that? Like, how would you really integrate like your mind to the internet? Like
Leave that to Elon.
how honestly I I don't believe like our technology is there. I mean, what do I know about what my technology is? But it just I don't know. It just does. It
It's
seems
mind
too
boggling.
infeasible right now. I don't know why. It
Yeah.
just seems like
to Wimo's point, I hope that's a problem for my children, not for me.
So, yeah, I'm telling you.
If
I
it's a
think
problem for our children, then that will be a problem for us too.
No. My children after I'm gone. Let me just rephrase. So when my child, my son or my daughter, when he's like 40 something or 50 something, and I've passed on, I give you my legacy. Let them start doing Neuralink for everybody. But till then, Elon, please just give me a sec, because I know Elon will outlive me. He will find a way.
He can.
He will,
He can.
he will outlive me. So I was like, I beg, just Elon, let me pass.
Crazy.
In fact, he can take my son. He will be the fastest.
Guy,
I'm chatting,
when I went to
bro.
Austin, I met someone that worked for Neuralink, and it was almost like it's like seeing a ghost, bro. Like it didn't seem real because like I know definitely he had to go through some like security clearance. You can't work for that kind of company and not have some certain clearances or whatever. So just talking to him, I was like, wow, like you're part of a project that's just going to really do some dirty things, but some I guess cool
Some
things.
good things, some dirty things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just fascinating, man. But like, imagine a chip that really can like that's like your second brain. Like, it's really just you might who knows you might be able to fly.
I think we need to take some steps back. I think we need to take some steps. Flying is a different ability, man.
No, okay, because think about it now. Your brain.
So my brain,
We can only use 10% of our brain, right? You don't know what will happen if
I've passed that stuff is count. I don't know, but I saw someone. I passed that gist is count. That 10%
how.
I don't know. I think somewhere it's like a myth, like it's cap. But I'm not.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
We
but
have
let's
the
just
internet. Let's check.
we definitely please check that for us. But we definitely know we're not using at least 100% for sure.
like
And we
yeah.
have
I
a
mean,
tool
okay,
here.
let me even like because when Okolo said it at first, I was like, ah, bro, come on, how are we going to fight? But now that I think about it, it doesn't like, bro. When people were saying, okay, human beings like the cheetah is running at 60 miles per hour, who
But
thought like human beings will also go at 70 miles per hour? So I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's not directly just from the brain. There will be like some attachments that are basically like you can't even see them. Like maybe they're even in the bloodstream that somehow allow you to manipulate the molecules around like your hands or your feet or something. And then it's connected to the neural link. So you will quite literally be able to use your mind to fly. So I was thinking, I thought about it that way. Okay, like maybe it's like, is the same as the car. Like nobody thought like, ah, come on. They just said, no, it's not possible 70 miles an
fact.
hour. We can't run that fast. Or maybe we're not running. Maybe
Yeah,
we're
fair.
not flying.
Fair.
Maybe we're
Fair.
manipulating molecules.
Yeah,
But
some
this is
biomechanics shit.
low key. Before all this can happen, though, we will surely kill most of us. Like there'll be like a big death to most of the world because this is a lot of power. Like we're looking at the good side of this. Oh wow, I can fly. But then the same way is okay. Now when I want to attack or invade, now I have guys that can just
That can
change minds. Okay, I have these computer guys that can change minds and open doors for me. Like it's not going to lead to wars and who has the best ability and
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
it's just the
yeah.
same thing. Like as we
So
keep
mate,
advancing, the defense keeps advancing
that
too.
yeah. But
You know,
it's a
but the
myth.
attack is advancing.
10% thing is a myth.
Yeah, okay,
is
yeah,
a
that's
myth.
fine. So
Yes.
So,
some
what percentage of our brain can we use?
I don't know, but I think what I'm seeing says that most of the brain is typically always active. But
Hmm.
I don't know.
Maybe
I don't see any clear
maybe
cut
it just means that
percentages.
we reach around 10% of the potential of what the brain could do. You know, maybe it's not like
I feel like that even that number 10% is so random. Like how do they
But
this thing
okay,
that's so
let's think about something else. The same way because we all know the body one, right? You know, you're when you think you're done, you've only reached 40%.
facts.
I mean, the brain is just another part of the body, and that's even the thing that's telling you that you've reached. What if it
Yep.
doesn't even know how far it can go? Like, I mean, sure, like, okay, your arm right now to lift this thing or to lift something heavy, you're using whatever percent. But maybe it's not just like, okay, everything is lit up. Maybe it's like how long it can be lit up, or like maybe how they interact. We've not even seen how bright it can light up. So I have no idea all this brain stuff, but I'm saying if it makes sense that, even when you're tired and all that stuff, you've really
We've
only
only
hit
used
40%.
40%. Yeah.
It could also make sense that when you think you're tired of thinking, you might have only hit 40%.
but then
Or
again,
less.
I feel like thinking and like using my arm to lift are different levels of complexity. Don't you think
I
so?
no that's fair. That's why I was like, I
Yeah.
don't even know if I can make this jump from body to brain. But
Yeah.
it's just like, because you don't, I know, you never
Hmm.
know. You never know.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it's just all it goes back to like mental like toughness. We see guys like Goggins and all these like insane people. But the truth is that we all can be that insane. We just more or less choose not to.
No, I disagree with you there.
Why? Tell me why.
So you said
Tell me
we
your reasoning.
all choose not to.
Oh
I feel
yes.
like I don't think it's 100% a choice.
Mm.
I feel like you can choose to be higher than where you are now, but like you're remembering that getting to where Goggins got to now is a combination of, apart from just his own grits or determination, life experiences.
Yeah.
So it's a very unique combination. To say I don't have the mental toughness of David Goggins because I choose not to. I think that's a false statement because
But
I've
then
not had
but
his
then
life
I
or his
think it's only
experiences.
10% false because, okay, sure, he had some life experiences, but a lot of what he did, he said, I'm going to run in the heat. He said he signed up for the marine training. He signed up for the
yeah,
Air Force training. A lot of the stuff he did to build his mind, he signed up for it. Okay, some of the things
it was
happened
a
to him,
choice.
right?
Yeah.
Like, in his childhood, like, I don't know, I think I just watched a video or something where, like, rough childhood, all that stuff. I mean, those are the things that pushed him now to start making these choices. And you can argue that, okay, without the push, he might have never gotten there. But everything that he did, which is 90% of what he did, he chose it.
And
No,
here's also a choice.
I'm not disputing that, but I'm disputing Okolo's statement that
No, but what I'm saying is that if he chose it, you could also choose it theoretically and practically.
No. But also look at the flip side. Goggins suffered, and we know many stories of people that have suffered. They had they were raped, molested as babies or whatever, and then they just resorted to drugs, and then they died druggies. It was also a choice. But he decided that he won't choose the path that most people who are abused or molested choose, but he chose the harder path. And that's the same way we, who happen to have been privileged, can also choose the harder path, irrespective of the easier childhood we had.
yeah, we definitely can choose, but I disagree with the statement that if you're not at the Goggins level mentality, is because you chose not to be there. I disagree with that statement. I agree that to get there is a choice, but I disagree that the statement that yes, if you're not there, it's because you've chosen not to be there.
Oh no, I don't think that's what I said. I think I just
that's what I heard.
Is just a choice. I'm saying it's a choice to strive to get there.
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, but it's a choice to strive to get there.
I agree
no matter how you were raised, where you come from, it's a choice to strive to get there. Yeah, and the truth is that, like where we are right now, if we do strive that hard, we will get there.
Okay, that's
because we have as much resources as he did, if not more. In fact, we probably have more resources than he did.
Why are we using the Goggins as the gold standard? I
think it's just the most what's the word? It's like the most available example.
Literally, like
okay, yeah, because we don't. He whose name shall not be mentioned shall not be mentioned. Also, just an aside, like 2 days ago was that detestable human's birthday. I was
really?
like, yeah, guys, wow.
His birthday.
I was in a hate group, we're all slathering, and then someone mentioned that this detestable human being, it was his birthday how many years ago?
Crazy.
And then we all started insulting that day. It's now a national this holiday because,
Let's move on.
A wicked human being.
Let's move on.
That's
it was crazy. It was crazy.
That's actually crazy. No, but like you think about it, and bro, David Goggins is borderline, or what his achievements are borderline like superhuman, bro.
Some Batman shit, bro.
That's facts.
It depends on what is like how physically superhuman. But then I feel like
mentally superhuman too.
Would you say Elon? Elon is also on that kind of level, but I would never.
Yeah,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. They all have their different,
Oh, yeah, of course. But like they're all in the same category of like mentally like almost insane.
Yeah,
dudes.
Yeah.
And my point is all of like if every human being strive to get there, that would be a very interesting world we'll be living in. Like if we all,
I don't think that's possible.
Like I don't think that's possible either.
Yeah,
definitely not.
When you said Elon and the mental one, that one has to do, like, I think a lot of it has to do with hard work. Like you stay up at night, you get obsessed about something and you really learn. But there are some places that, I don't know, barring the whole 10% unlocking, neural link, blah, blah, blah. Barring all that, there are some places that your current state of mind, like there are just some things that you will not be able to learn. It also has to do with what you're passionate about, because what you're passionate about, you learn faster. But there are some things that some people, they cannot reach with.
I think that's kind of where my mind is going. When I was talking about earlier about the choice thing, that's kind of where my mind was kind of also like working in the sense of like, I feel like different people have different levels of different limitations at different aspects or different barriers to get to certain levels. So that's just why that's a callback to what I was saying earlier.
Okay,
I mean, you can try your best, but your best might not be good enough.
Yeah.
And his best was good enough. His best was good enough for him.
United
No,
And what he
see,
did.
I actually
No,
disagree with that.
no. See, like what you guys were saying, was like first, like that's the whole skill versus hard work. But what I'm saying is like 90% of, at least bodily wise, I think 90% is just hard work, and then the skill.
I don't think like let's say give an example like let's say you want to be like Messi or Ronaldo. Guy, 100% barriers there.
No,
Like
because
you can strive to be
no,
as
no,
good
no.
as them, but you can
If
never
you
reach
if
them.
you strive enough at a young age. So what I'm saying is like they made choices, or like this guy made the choice to be playing soccer. Of course, Messi stuff, like there are some things that he can do with his legs that you can't. But I'm saying for Ronaldo's level, like he also has a lot of skill. There's also the passion thing and stuff, and then like there's a lot of hard work.
Insane hard.
No. There's a lot of hard work, but I feel like if other players put in the hard work, they can never reach that level too. Like think about it.
I don't know.
I don't think they do.
I honestly think so.
Because now you're
I
putting
agree
a
with that.
limit on what a human being can do, and I
Because
believe
there's
like
100% a limit, yes.
Everybody has limits, bro.
Okay, but human beings.
I don't
Okay,
believe
But
that.
I
believe that
I think
after a
I'm
specific
50% with
specific
Uthrai.
skill threshold, you can reach Ronaldo's level. For example, obviously, I'm not saying that like
No.
any of you guys in Loyola could have maybe we'll never know. But then there's a specific like skill. You know all these players that like we saw that were like talented but like never reached their full potential, like Ben Arfa or like all these like really those guys now, if maybe they didn't get injured or like all these certain like things, if they just kept going, they were as consistent as Ronaldo, they could have reached that level.
I was going to say,
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. They could have been they could have been better, but maybe not that level.
It depends on when you
Okay, I'll say
if
one
you
thing.
start
I'll
from
say one
young,
more
I
thing.
think it's possible. And if you have that
No,
mentality, young, I
we're
think
not
it's
saying
possible.
from young. We're talking about in present moment. That's what I'm talking about right now. Obviously, if you have to go back and start playing b-ball when I was 2 years old, I mean, you could argue like I could get as great at shooting as Steph Curry.
Answer. Could you have been as good as Curry from the
It's
team?
possible.
No,
It's
no,
possible.
yes or no. Tell me yes or no.
It's
Yes or no.
possible. Whoa. It's possible.
Put yourself in a theoretical box, Mimo.
It's
Put yourself in
possible.
a theoretical box
but-
where everything has
No.
lined up.
I think also
the present moment.
I also have like a theory now. So I'm actually just said like if you like start from young, let's say you're playing football like from like when you're 2 to the end of your life and
Proper
everything.
guidance too, like proper guidance too.
I still feel like in my head, like yes, we all see that Ronaldo is like probably one of the most hardworking people you've seen or hardworking athletes you've seen. But I still like if you think about like open your mind, think about this. There have probably been people that have been more hardworking than Ronaldo that are football players that still didn't reach anywhere near that.
But it's probably a combination of like
What was their
skill,
as hardworking.
mindsets.
what was their
What?
skill level? Because that's also
Personality.
important. Let's look at it like this, right? Let's say, I mean, we know Ronaldo is not he's not like he's very skillful, but he's not like the greatest. Like, so let's say his skill level is like around between like 80 and 85, but then hard work boosted him to GOAT category, right? Then we also have players like Dybala who didn't see his full potential, or bro, even El Shaarawy from
El
back in, like
Shaarawy.
FIFA 13, bro. He's super talented but never reaches. What if all these players put in the hours, put in the work, put in
But
all
then
that?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Like
How do you know?
we are simplifying.
Wait. I'm sorry, I'm about to cut you off.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The only reason why you're seeing that Ronaldo puts in the work is because Ronaldo became one of the GOATs. The people that put in the work and don't become one of the GOATs, you'll never hear from them. That's what I'm trying to say.
What I was saying was that we are simplifying it to simply like hours in the gym or hours practicing. I feel like there's a lot more to do. Like your mentality as a player has a lot, because me and you could be exactly the same skill, but I just might. But let's say position wise, my mentality is just better suited to a particular position, or my mentality is better suited to a particular sport. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's more to it than just the hours of grinding at the gym. Like I feel like for like also like getting like buff in the gym. Obviously, if you keep you keep lifting, you keep getting stronger. Like it's very linear in that way. But what if we're talking about like skill? There's a lot packaged in that word skill besides just the reps.
That's right.
No,
I think
natural.
I concede because for me the first thing I heard was David Goggins and I was like, okay, physical prowess, I think anyone can get there. Anyone can
Physically,
run that fast.
I do believe anybody can get that
But
physically.
all these more specialized things like b-ball, like soccer, everybody can learn the basic stuff. But when it comes to that true creativity and greatness, that's why I was like, okay, this is kind of on the same level as this Elon thing. There are just some things that no matter how hard you work, you cannot get to the level that Elon has gotten with his mind. And I think that's how the barrier.
I don't agree with that, okay, because I feel like we're how many people on this earth? We're 8 billion people. How many people did it take to move the world into perhaps the Industrial Revolution or even this AI computer stuff that we're seeing right now? It took few people. It took Bill Gates to really start. I don't know who the guys were that really started the internet, but we always know of Bill Gates. We know of those other guys. We know of Einstein. We know they're just one person.
That's fine.
Yeah, there, right? And there are 8 billion people. So how do we know that out of the
No, you see, I see where you're going. I see where you're going, but that's not my point. What I'm saying, what you're saying is there's another Elon. What I'm saying is not everybody can be like you're saying. There's 8 billion.
Of course,
I'm saying there are 8 billion Elons. That's what I'm saying.
If there are more Elons, or there be more Elons, everybody can be an Elon as well.
Yeah, there are some people that cannot get there. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
but I feel like there definitely are a lot of other Elons that would never see that potential because maybe they are just too lazy to get there, and they don't want to put in that work.
Probably.
Or they don't have access.
Probably. Yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Timing is
there's also the timing aspect of it.
Bro, it could be laziness too. It could be laziness. Bro,
I would say
Elon made a
laziness
decision.
might be the biggest one. Like, or just like not thinking, like just thinking too little of yourself. I will package all of that under like bad mindsets, right?
Or just
like
being
I think
born,
it's
bro.
more
People
bad
that-
mindsets
There
than
could be an Elon
like
born in Syria.
circumstance.
An Elon born in Palestine. Whoever hear of him. You know what I mean? So it's also like,
Circumstance.
like. But then to really think about it, and you realize that like a lot of the technology and all the stuff that we have right now, it just took one person to think of this, and then conceptualize this, and then or like even the light bulb who was it, Thomas Edison, or all these different things. Like, it was one person that sacrificed their time into that.
Well, one person. I don't know if it's one person. Or like I feel like I don't know for sure, but I feel like most inventions is probably. I doubt it's just one. It's probably a group of people. Maybe one person is very instrumental, but I feel like it's probably a group of people. The idea of this one.
Einstein work with people.
No, Einstein still work from Tesla. From Tesla parts. He's still like Tesla used to work with Einstein.
I think it was Edison was also another thief.
Yeah.
I feel like there was one person in the basement, and then everybody that we know as an inventor was actually just a businessman, a bastardly businessman.
So Tesla was mostly like a very good marketer. No,
But
Edison. I mean,
Tesla was gay.
Tesla was.
No, I'm just saying.
Tesla. Focus on more like developing things, not really caring about like the money that is needed or how it's going to sell. He was more focused on that kind of technology things. Whereas there are other people that will maybe take what he's trying to do, market that or package that in such a way that it becomes, profitable. But I don't think he had a good life. Like he ended up probably jailed and killed or something like that. Something not that good.
Something sad, yeah. Because they found out that he was gay, bro.
Okay, I mean, let me fact check.
Wait,
it.
I I don't remember if it was Tesla, but I know there was one person that
Alan
like,
Turing.
yeah,
Oh, it might
yeah,
have been Alan Turing actually that I'm thinking about.
yeah. Because I was like, guy, when I heard about this stuff, I heard about it in one class like this. I was like, bro, that's so like, I don't know if he committed suicide or they killed him or something like that.
I think
And
they,
guy,
yeah.
because he came up with all this stuff, and then he died at a young age. I was like, bro, if they let this brother rest, like we might have been flying by now. We might have been on the road to the book of Revelations by now. If they let that brother live. That was the Antichrist. Not gonna lie. Like
Alan Turing.
no, he was the guy that came up with all this like the Turing test for AI and stuff. So
For
I'm
real.
saying, bro, if that guy had lived,
Oh my god.
guy,
They
you
had
might
let
be
him
seeing the
cook.
7 horns and the 15 wings in the sky by now. You don't know.
That's insane.
Oh yeah, I just found it like I was like, how bad? Like of all the people to die young, couldn't you have killed someone else? Like
Guys, it's power politics, man. That's why they kill my boy Jamie. Sorry, not just say, man. Kill my boy Jamie, man.
That,
Power politics.
Bro,
No, but
all this
like,
top boy stuff.
it wasn't politics for Sully killing Jamie. That was just Sully's own vendetta. There was no like political or like strategic. It was more.
There was.
It was just vendetta.
There is, but you've not continue watching the show. There is a vendetta for you. Fuck. Okay, wait.
don't
You've seen this
spoil
part.
it.
Don't spoil.
Ah, yeah, that's fine. Well, I think you've seen before they killed before he killed Jamie. He was talking. You've seen where he was talking with Duchesne, and then they just made it silent. You remember that part? I don't know if you've seen
You mean
that.
on the balcony?
Yeah, on the balcony, where Duchesne was telling him. I don't want to say what he was, but do you remember anything?
Didn't say, oh, that Jamie's my retirement plan. So this is when he said that.
Yeah, exactly. He was, but then Sully was disagreeing. Then Sully was like, wait.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's power politics because Sully. The plan was for Jamie to become the top dog, and Sully's here. Like, what do you mean you're setting up a new top dog when I'm still here? You get it?
Oh, I didn't even dig that. Whoa! Wow!
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that at all. But then didn't he say that he was like our? I guess.
But you know, Duchesne and Sully, they have issues. They have issues. Like, it's power politics.
Wow! I didn't even think about that. That's that aspect of it. It didn't even hit me.
Yeah, you people are making me want to watch this thing.
What?
I need to forget. You people are making me want to watch this thing, but I need to forget all the names that you said because I don't want to go in there and be like.
I feel like I went in knowing all these names, but I didn't know anything about their character. But I knew I did the names like Duchesne, Jamie. Like I had heard people talk about these names before, but it didn't affect my view, like me viewing, because I didn't know who exactly.
No, yeah, I know, but then I don't know. For me, whenever I'm thinking, guys, this is when my brain becomes the most active. Whenever I'm trying to figure out what happens next, because normally my memory is for shit, but then once I'm trying to figure out, guy, all parts of my brain start working foolishly. Instead of me to use this and code, is when I'm thinking about TV shows. That's when my brain will start activating, and then I'll remember everything from Adam.
Before you start that, top boy, just tap into Game of Thrones, bro.
Nah, I'm good. I've already watched the thing, Steph. I already watched it.
Bro, Game of Thrones really makes you want to know your ancestry and know where you come from.
Huh?
Like, I think that was one thing that really hit me.
Everyone else looked at it. I can't believe
Guy, you're an island.
That's a clutch show. But it didn't make me think about my ancestry at all.
Bro, when I saw like how important your ancestry is like for them, because you know the Lannisters were once like useless people. You remember when bro, I forgot that nigga's name. But then there was a point where like they were just talking about how all the kings or queens or whatever, they all started out at some point as like slaves. And then maybe they made one dirty move, killed one king, and then they now got to a high table, and then from there they now had their own name and all that kind of stuff.
I know that.
Yeah. So I mean, for me, that was like, oh shit, like, bro, what if like my ancestors were like fucking kings and had some cash and stuff? Like, it just made me interested in finding that out. And I literally talked to Musa about this yesterday, and he literally agreed. So I'm surprised you guys don't see that.
Interesting. No,
I haven't watched the show, man, but everyone else looked shocked. Everyone
Yeah,
else.
yeah. Talk about my
I
ancestry.
thought I
That's literally
definitely.
one thing that like I definitely took away. Like started asking my grandparents questions. Yo, like where were the Igala people? And that's how I found out. We're from Egypt. So just to chime that into, the Igala people were from Egypt. We ruled Egypt. Yeah. Oh, you guys didn't know that? Oh,
Let me fact check that. Let me
fact check
that.
that. We will fact check that the Ghana people we ruled Egypt for about 85 years.
Guys, a wicked guy.
Man, bro.
We ruled,
Guys,
we,
a
we ruled
wicked-
Egypt for about 85 years. I think
Was
85
your
years before Christ.
grandpa using snuff when he was
No, this is not even like what I was told. This is what I've researched. Like Win was going to see it in a few minutes. Like it's literally online. It's documented.
Interesting.
But then
What say it might have some merit. I'm still looking, but
the Assyrians came and chased us out. Those Egyptians right now. Egyptians were black. We were black. But then the Assyrians. Yeah, we Egyptians were black. But they chased us out, and those are the Arabs that live
that's
there
them.
right
Like I'm seeing sources, but then, like for example, this one it says Kogi reports. So like, I don't know. Like, the validity. There's one that's like a Facebook post with like evidence of a Ghana migration. So like, I can't see like a scientifically
Look-
reputable source, to be honest
look
with you.
for in those files. They reference some scientists or some archaeologists who have
I mean,
like
that's the thing. I would need to like, but I mean, it might have merit. Like, it's not. When I told it at first, I thought this guy doesn't know what I'm talking about. But it's somewhat plausible, I suppose.
I think the even crazier part of this all is that like the Igbo people originated from the Igala people. So in all honesty, you guys actually
What
came.
what 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 vibrating?
Somebody's phone is ringing or something.
Next thing is going to and look at this Bob guy.
Bushra, are you there? I think it's from you.
Now, Shugus, are you here? Fuck.
Bobkins, I just told these guys how my people are from Egypt, and
Boys,
you
I'm
Igbo
actually
people.
sorry. Boys, I'm actually like I thought Wimu's message was let's start at 9:30, no round up.
So
Nah,
when
nah,
I
you
called,
good, you
when
good,
I
bro.
no, you're not good. When I wrong you 4 times,
I wasn't at
four
home. I
times
wasn't
after
at
that
home,
message.
guy. I wasn't at home. I just came back now. Bro.
I was just relaying to these guys how my guys are from Egypt, and you Igbo people actually descended from Igala people, and there's
Guy.
historical evidence of that. The Igbo people descended from us. The Yoruba people descended from us. We are the most ancient tribe in Nigeria. You can research that up.
Nope.
My
Nope.
people may have been the people who sent the Israelites on exile. They may have been.
Okay, Okolo, let's calm down.
They may have been.
We may have been, no problem. But we will never know.
And I love this podcast because in a few years, in a
Yeah,
yeah,
my research is telling me that the most ancient tribe in Nigeria is the Jaws.
forget those people. Who are they?
Wait. So you
Yeah,
can speak. But it's you, the guys. It's just that they said
Deep it. Where did you draw from? Did they ever rule Egypt? So they are not relevant. I'm sorry. We
Wait. How does that make them irrelevant?
because we are we are a royal bloodline. We are
Okay, so yes,
the Igalas. The Igalas rule Egypt.
the kingdom, yes, they are one of the oldest in Nigeria. They are, but
Thank you.
you're going very much west. I can't lie to you.
Are you seeing that the Igbo people also descended from the Igala people? Are you seeing that?
I'm not seeing that. I'm not
Okay.
seeing that. I'm still
Once you
looking.
do a bit more
I'm
research,
not seeing it.
you'll definitely find that the Igbo people descended
No,
from.
see, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong, but Okolo, so it's also very possible you descended from slaves. It's also possible.
No. Yes. That, and yeah,
So
that
it's
even goes back
the
to
real, they
that
just say
goes back-
royalty. Like, oh, we ruled Egypt.
yes.
Everybody in Egypt was a ruler. There were a few rulers and a lot of slaves.
Yes. I'm personally sure that the people I descended from, I'm personally like who I descended from.
They're not slaves.
No, no, but
People who build the pyramids, I give you that. They
yeah,
could have been the ones that built the pyramids.
yeah,
But people that built the pyramids were slaves.
yeah. But the people instructing them were the masters.
Exactly. But we don't know which one you came from. We just know you came from there. And
Well,
the law
I,
of probability says it's more likely you came from a
There's
slave.
a 98% chance that you have slave blood running in your veins.
but then you see,
Okolo, do you know what that means? It
you
means
see
you were a slave twice. You're a slave in Egypt and a slave to the white people. At least my ancestors were slaves
no.
once.
I definitely was not a slave to the white people because when the white people came, my great grandfather was the Ata of Igala. So he was actually like the
No
king
clue.
there of his
No
village.
clue. I'm saying no
And
clue
so
for that one.
he sold some slaves to them, he made a pact with them. There's documentation of
Okay.
this. So
Wait, what's his name? Let me find documentation. What's his name?
his name is Akubaku.
Spell that, please.
AKWU BAKW.
That might be a
I mean,
serial
other
line.
name. What's his last name? Or
God.
what's the last name? What's the last name?
No guy really asked what's his last name.
Listen, in the olden days, you know, this is why a lot of people ask, oh, why doesn't my great grandfather have a middle name or a last name? Because in those days, you only had one name. So my great grandfather was actually just Akubaku. That was his only name. And then his son was now Daniel Okolo. I don't know where the Okolo came from. But then
Wait. You
from there,
said your great grandfather sold slaves, right? To the white people.
yeah.
But
He
wait,
had no
but
choice.
the slave
Wait,
trade
wait,
in
but
Africa
this
happened like
would be-
400 years ago. This guy, oh god.
Akubaku, Akubaku.
Wait. Are you very
Trade
sure of
in
that? Are you very sure
Africa
of that?
happened like hundreds of years ago.
I think there was a second
Possibly.
one, Nige. But I think there was a second.
See, I'm not going to see your great grandfather. I just want you to come to the possibility of Egyptians that you came from could have been. There's a very high chance you came from
Well,
slaves.
Amas, you see the thing. You likely came from slaves too. We all likely came from slaves. We all. What I'm saying is that there's a difference. We all likely came from slaves, but now there's evidence that you two likely came from slaves. But then I'm now saying that
talking about you here. Speak
yes,
for yourself. By yourself.
no. We all likely came from slaves, but then now I'm now pulled out of this group because now there's evidence that my ancestors were kings in Egypt. Kings in
I've not found this evidence.
you literally just saw it online. What are you saying?
You came from Egypt. You said you were kings in Egypt.
You literally just saw evidence of Igala people ruling Egypt for 90
No,
years.
I didn't see you ruling. I mean, it was the article I saw was somebody's Facebook post, bro. I can't.
Don't worry, I'll send you guys
conscience
an article. I'll send you guys an article. Don't worry, because I checked the stuff and then I also looked at the researchers that they were like crediting in the post, and I was like, oh, some of these guys are actually credible. So I'll send you guys the post. Don't worry.
I need to look at it
But
myself.
it's also just interesting that Igbo people who are now like the biggest tribe in Niger somehow they actually came from us. Like, isn't that fascinating?
All this is possible, man. I don't know, man. I'm still on the Akubaku one. That's the one I want to discuss. Akubaku. That's what I want to discuss.
He was a traditional worshiper actually, but then he converted to Christianity and then everybody else.
Yeah.
Man.
It's
So
nice.
was his conversion after or before he sold his people?
I actually don't know. I'm not
Interesting.
Nice.
Any last thing before we?
There was one question that I asked Bob like last week. So I was telling him actually it's not a question. We just kind of talked about it. So I was saying that, like, you're, and I asked the question in the group too. You're a follower in every aspect of your life that you're not actively trying to improve on, that you dedicate time to, and that you're not good at.
Wait, wait. How are you both not trying to improve but dedicating time to what is that? Give me an example. I don't understand.
Okay, for example,
Give me an example.
let's say in my day, me, in fact, let me just use myself as a very beautiful example. I like
Thank
playing
you.
FIFA, so I use a bit of my day. Maybe it could be 2 hours, 3 hours, sometimes maybe more. Stupidly, and then I'm on the game, but I'm bad. I'm bad at the game, and I'm not actively trying to improve in the game. Right? I'm just playing it for playing sake. I'm
Okay.
not really looking for any way to either make income from it or improve my skills or whatever. I'm just playing it. And basically, what I was saying is that anything that you're dedicating time to that you're not actively trying to improve on, that you're also not good at, you are taking the posture of a follower rather than a leader in that like
Hmm. But what if, let's say, I come back from a hard day's work, and I want to play FIFA to like relax, and I don't really care about getting good at it. I just want to play it, and it saves me that utility in that sense. Is that a bad thing? Is that what you're saying?
so you are in that situation. I'll say you are a kind follower, right? You are a
Who am
um
I following?
respectful follower
Who am
in
I
that
following?
situation.
What, like how
Respectful.
am I following? I don't see.
I
I mean,
think
I get the
I think there
metaphorical
should
sense
be
of follower somewhat, but I can't really see the clear connection. Like how am I following?
I think there should be like if there were different words to say it the same, like the categories, like okay, there's some distinction here between the people who put in the effort and monetize and all that stuff versus the people who do it passively. But I feel like follower versus leader might not be the best term, like just generally speaking.
Even on that, it also depends on what you define as bad. Because you said, "Oh, and I'm bad," but if you play that much, you can beat certain people that's are quote unquote worse than you. But if you play someone else that is grinding this shit and is like a pro, they will definitely beat you. But so it depends on your level of bad.
Your metric of like success.
Bad. Exactly.
I'll probably
Like,
just say like you know you're not one of the best that you know, at least. You're not one of the best. You know a handful of people that are way better than you. Way better than
Okay, but what happens now? Let's say just
okay, oh,
theoretically,
fuck
all these people drop dead. Have you now automatically? I know. I'm sorry, but have you now automatically changed from a follower to a leader? No effort of your own,
facts,
just because these
bro.
people don't exist.
That happens in Game of Thrones, bro. Sometimes your enemies are wiped out. It wasn't your making. It wasn't your. But then all of a sudden you find yourself in a better position. Yeah, that can happen.
Like,
That can.
like Kike said, can we use a different term?
The only reason
I
I'm,
don't see
I'm
how this works with the follower leader thing. I don't know how it works with
the
it.
only reason I'm using that term is because like I guess in life there are two different kinds of people. There are those people who enter a room and they're like, "Oh, I'm here," and then there are those kind of people that enter a room and they're like, "Oh, look at you, you're here." You know what I mean? Like,
But isn't I don't know. Like I feel like even
yeah,
at
we can
that,
change the terms. We can change the terms, but
no,
I'm
no, no.
just
If
like,
like okay,
I'm just
but
saying,
even at that, people
yeah,
depending on which room you enter, you can be two different things depending on which room you enter.
that is true. That exactly that is very true. And so this doesn't mean that you have
Okay,
to be a leader in every realm of your life. Like if we're
okay,
using the leader follower thing, but then it's
okay.
just saying that like in some realms of our lives, or at least my life, I'm not putting in my best effort, even though I'm spending a bit of time on it.
I see. I see. Okay,
And so for me personally, I would
okay.
like to be the kind of person that at least in 90% of the things I put time to, I'm taking the posture of a leader, more or
I
less. Just
I
just
see.
Because
just saying. You
I
know what I mean?
see. Giovanni, what are you saying?
The whole follower leader thing came from something I was telling my dear friend Nathan when I was in his joints. It was me complaining about a friend of mine. I won't call any names, usually because bro lives beside me, but um, Just annoying because I literally witnessed, like, I used the term follower and leader. Actually, I refrained from using leader because there was no leading. I used the term follower rather. What it was like, I noticed bro was one of those type of people that's just following somebody, like he doesn't even know where he's going. He's just following this guy. You get what? You know those kind of people. We used to those kind of people.
Yeah,
Exactly. And it pissed me
yeah.
off to the point because me and bro were talking about something. I told bro something deep. Bro went and yarned this guy. Somebody would never make to. I've lived with bro for nearly 4 years. And I'm like, bro, hey, how you just do like that? Turns out the other guy, they'll be going, be smoking shisha, doing all that stuff together. So, he sees these guys as low key he's superior because this guy has a car, this guy has stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's crazy. You should have seen the meat riding I witnessed that day. Like, I was astonished. I've never seen something. Like, you should have witnessed it. He angered my spirits to the point where I was like, bro, you don't have control over your own life. So that's what led to this. And then, Nathan brought up a very good point where it's like, there's some people who, like, there are two types of followers, which I agree. There are those who, like, because, there are situations where it's actually better to follow someone. But I find it different when you know you're following. So you know when you can decide, okay, fine, this guy's, giving me everything I need. It's time for me to be my own person. And then there are those who you don't know they're following.
You mean like a main character, side character mentality type thing? Is that
He
better?
has
That was
a Robin personality.
Is that better?
Puts it like that.
They call bro Kyrie. I'm crying. That's crazy.
Alright, bro, in other news, I don't think we discussed this one outside of like the group chat. Well, guys, seeing those eyes are just for people that don't have context. I went to a basketball game and I saw these human beings in the flesh.
Oh,
And,
NBA.
forget the rest of them.
The
One
NBA.
man stood out to me. Kawhi fucking Leonard, bro. That guy is a machine. Like those I don't think bro missed a free throw. After some time I said nah. Anything I'm watching, if I'm watching anything that's regarding basketball, just YouTube Kawhi Leonard. Cause guy, I want to just model myself in that brother's image, guy. Cause
That
the way
is
he was
literally the
going,
kind of player that I can see you like being for real. Like your peak self. If I had to envision like
thank you.
all of our peak selves, that's literally like a machine kind of
Go
talking.
through everyone. Go through everyone.
Please, I've been
Said,
baptized. My baptism name is Kawhi L. Please, just refer to me by my baptism name, please.
Right, you need to,
I mean,
okay, you need to watch yourself, KK. You need to watch yourself. You need to He's working on the borderline. You need to watch yourself.
Why is doing tricks on it?
Okay, hold on. I'm interested in your different on their pick. Start with Giovanni. What is
okay,
your
so I was saying this from like a playstyle perspective, and
Yeah.
so if I speak Giovanni, a player that usually ducks, is always ducking.
What?
What player is always ducking? Well, okay, let me use
Don't you
people
know that
that
guy that is always injured? He's not in the Lakers. The other guy. No, the other guy. He does not play like he's. People say this guy doesn't like playing.
He's in Clippers. I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name.
Is it John
Who is injured in Clippers?
No.
was always injured too, though.
Like this
But
guy, people say this guy talks. Like this guy actually doesn't like playing the sports.
It might be actually quite Leonard though. Can't lie to you. I feel like a lot of people say
Please.
Paul George
Please.
also
they're
kind of
also Paul
That
George.
guy.
Yeah.
PG.
Paul
Yeah.
George. Yeah, Paul George be duck, and bro, you guys have like the same hairstyle.
Yeah, you
Okay,
guys
that's actually true. Not gonna lie.
He's
I
been
mean, he
playing.
played that day, so I
head
don't
shape.
know.
Yeah, I was about to
They have the
say
same like head shape,
head shape.
almost like hairstyle. That's crazy. Yeah, we went to has probably like we will probably like.
Giannis, bro, like this Tetsu guy, Giannis.
Giannis, Winn's game is not physical. That's the problem. Like,
No, I mean just face wise. Just
Face.
face wise. If you build yourself, guy, you're Giannis.
Yeah,
There was somebody that I saw. God, I can't remember his name. Well, I'm asking probably some free
Thompson.
a three merchant.
Stop this now.
Hey!
That's it, bro.
Stop
That's
this
it.
now.
Maybe scrap.
I'm not play like Clay.
My peak self, I was not a my peak
Just
self,
catch and shoot ball.
that's cap. No, that's cap. Yeah, that's cap. Kolo, that's cap already. I will not catch a shoot. If to say
Mayo,
not catch a shoot, and I'm able to go to the rim. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm able to go to
he
the
goes
rim.
to play when he was good. He used to go to the rim.
Who is a catch and shoot man?
Stop that. Clay is
Guy,
still good.
honestly, let's stop this. Like,
Play is
hey, what?
still good.
Clay
Where?
is still good. Clay is still
Let
good.
me look up his last few games. So
Yeah, that's like what. I knew about this last one just
I
happened.
think it's averaging like 12.
It was him like 20.
we will. Don't worry. I'll pull up his points. All right.
Clay start line. Nah, Clay is still good. Stop that.
I wouldn't say
He's still getting back to where he was pre-injury, but
I
Clay is
can't
still.
He's been getting back for how many years now?
Bro, calm down.
Corey,
This guy just came back 2022. Calm down.
No,
he's lost Corey, though. No,
He
he's
came
lost
back last year. Can you calm
No,
down?
he's lost Corey. If you saw their last game, final 3-ball, they were down. I think they were down by 2. Who's going to take last shot? Everyone was marking Corey. Corey drilled in and gave Draymond to take the 3. Once I saw that, I said, no, he's lost. Clay has been lost from Corey's mind. And Clay was there when he gave Draymond. Once I saw Draymond taking that final 3, I said, okay.
Draymond shooting has been great. So calm down.
Let's see.
Draymond shooting
Pull up the stat line.
because
Pull
of
up the stat
one
line. No, not just one game, bro. His shooting has been good this season.
Better than
Give him that shot of when they were playing Clippers. Even Harden was like, bro, you've been shooting good this season. What you been doing? But I'm
not saying better than Clay. No, you're just saying Draymond. Why is in comparison? Final or Draymond, I'm like giving Draymond. It's not like you're backing that up.
So like,
final 3, Clay or Draymond, and you're going to give Draymond to shoot it.
Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm trying to say, like, it's not like.
So I'm saying like this, but my thing was like this season because Draymond has been shooting well, it's not a crazy option. But I guess in comparison to Clay is the better option. I'm not saying, that's what I'm saying.
First, don't worry.
Like, I'm not saying like Draymond is so terrible that he's like, no, I can't give it to this terrible person. I give it to Clay. But that's why it seems like you are going out. But I see what you're going out.
I'm doing a comparison, like Clay or Draymond.
I see. But maybe he just didn't notice Clay was open. But I mean, I guess I see your point.
First.
I see your point.
First.
Anyway, Sha, of all of this stuff, basically what I wanted to say, that Kawhi guy, before I go and play basketball on Saturday or Friday, I'm watching videos, just implementing my inner Kawhi, bro. I don't know, because I think the main thing that I saw during the game, like I saw the way the guy shoots. I think, okay, so for me, what I noticed, most people, how they shoot is like this and then, come up. So it's like kind of like they shoot upwards. But bro shoots like this. And I was like, let me try that shit out. I was playing during the game. I was like, Kawhi in this bitch. And the song entered. I was like, okay, Fez. I just need to practice a little bit more. Work on my handles. I actually scored like that. However. And it was the first time I tried it in an actual game and it just worked. I'm not even capping about that. Because I was just like, okay, let me just try it out.
If you're shooting the streets against people who are taller than you, how's that going to work?
Guy, cuts, spin move, Kawhi in this bitch. Like, it's not that difficult.
Yeah, Marcio.
We'll see in Philly, man.
No P. I'm ready for you guys this time. Nah, because before I was actually getting scared because I was like, I've not played b-ball in 2 years, flat down. And then Okolo was spouting 3-on-1, 4-on-1, 5-on-1. So I was like, maybe this Okolo guy is really godly in this bitch. And then all of us were kind of, playing around, except for Bob and Shook. All of us were playing kind of the same. But now, guy, no, me that have been in the shop, forget about that shit, bro. Forget about that shit, bro.
I don't know why you guys are trying to make it look like, I didn't actually live up to those expectations. We're playing 2-on-4. Please.
When did we play 2-on-4?
What did you do
You
for?
want to ask
This
us
guy-
like Bob was not
this guy-
assisting you guys.
You're wicked. You're wicked. You're wicked. You're wicked.
Man.
You actually had less.
You guys are very, very weak.
It was 3-on-3.
Oh,
No, bro is saying Bob
give us the
that
ball.
was on
Bob,
our
give us the
team
ball.
was not on our team. He
No,
was on your
and he went
team.
to you, Amasi.
Those guys wicked, sure.
No, but you're wicked. That's crazy.
Well,
That's
Amasi, you remind me of Scotty Barnes, bro.
To be honest with you, I don't watch. All I see with that guy is him and Drake. I've not really watched him enough. I can't lie to you.
Yeah, you remind me of Scotty Barnes. And when we are past Bev,
Stop that. Stop that right there.
I'm not really sure what his name is.
That's very specific. That's Pabel.
Facts,
Fair
facts.
with you. Is it really more Pabel? I can't lie to you. Is it
that
really
is
that?
it make performance doing inter sports? Pure past Bev performance.
Guys, this is more Pabel.
Bro, if I would pick someone to win my game out to right now, bro, I'll probably pick like Anthony Edwards. Because that guy is crazy.
He's soft. He's soft. But then
He's what?
Now pause. Like, come on. He's
No,
soft.
No, I'm talking about what you mean he's soft.
Yeah,
Like he's not good. He's not a good
No,
player.
I mean he's soft. Like his play style is like mad. That's what I mean.
Oh,
So
bro,
he's soft.
He's soft.
Guy, he's getting out of hands with these slugs, bro.
Soft means like he's good, man. Like it means like he's.
He's soft. He's not good. It's fine.
It's just like he's
Right.
soft. He's soft.
My problem is not even like, oh, the actual word doesn't map to this. But this word maps to two different things that are opposite. So someone can say, oh, he's soft. And you don't know whether it's good or bad.
Like Chizu is soft. You know what I mean? Chizu is soft. He's sweet on the ball. Pause.
Oh, you mean like slick with it? Like slick with the
Exactly.
ball.
Exactly. Like
Pause.
and bro, his stroke, his release, is like
okay. Let's pause. I mean, this is non-sourceway at all. Pause. Let's go pause. This I was about to say non-sourceway at all. But if you're saying Anthony Edwards is soft, what do you mean when you say another player is hard? Non-sourceway at all.
That
yeah,
makes sense.
and that's very bad. When you say a player is hard, we're talking about players like Braun. Like Braun is hard. Braun is like Giannis. Like those are hard players. You know what I mean?
When you change the ball, I like you, man.
The expressiveness is too much.
Yeah, like those are hard. These are hard players. Wait about soft players. Talking about Kyrie. Talking about Steph. Talking about
So I call them soft. I call them more like slick.
Slick.
like
Yeah. That's kind of shifty. Yeah, like Pool on a good day when the bodies are out. Even though that stuff was debunked, but
Debunked.
yeah. Well, all these bro, Slick Shea is doing a lot. Doing a lot in the league right now. But yeah, man. Guy, we have to run back that hoop sesh for real.
Nah, for sure.
I wish we could have bought the one I came to joint.
But you never, you guys were in. I mean, was there time really? There was time.
Actually, there was time. Actually,
There was definitely time.
Was your athletic center open? I thought it was closed because of the weekend or something. That's why I didn't really. But again, skip my mind. Not gonna lie, I slept most of the day on Saturday.
When are you guys thinking of running this shit back? Like, how are you guys free again to me?
Probably spring break, or I mean, but
What month is that? Is that March?
That's probably
Yeah, it's
March.
Talk about spring break like you're in school. Oh,
No.
oh, it's spring break for like
because me, I was
offices.
like,
No.
nah,
But I mean, spring break is like when it's like a time where most schools are on spring break. But then, I mean, in reality, I mean, let's quickly. I mean, quickly, if you wanted to pull up for a weekend and school local, you could.
First, like I'm a good prof.
I'm
Like
sorry,
that, bro.
this time-
like I pull up for my students.
This time that 3-on-1, I'm not gonna take it lightly with y'all, bro.
yeah.
Masi, who won that game?
Guy, I'm not answering you because you're just you're a capitalist. That's why I'm not going to answer you anymore. You're just
that game.
You said it.
I'm asking.
You're going to beat.
I dropped a free dagger on Winnie's head. Winnie's head, shoot. Net. All net, baby. All net.
You're daydreaming, man. You're
I'm like,
daydreaming. I'm telling you, you're daydreaming. It was gas tank. I'm telling you, all that happened in that game was gas tank. I didn't take this and play game.
my
I
fault.
swear, it was gas tank. I let you guys come back.
You have kicking one. You kicking and Mbappe is one. I'll give you that. But don't come and say you can go 3-on-1 on anybody here. Calm down. Calm down.
Sorry, I'm cooking you 3-on-1. Cooked.
It's very no.
Okay, wait. First of all, call the three. Call the three. Don't just say 3-on-1. Call the three that you're on one in against.
Will. Amasi. Okeke. All three.
That's crazy.
All three, baby. All day.
That's crazy. Maybe you could have run Okeke 1-on-1, but Kawhi, nah. I will see you there. March, eh? No P.
We'll be there.
In fact, before match, because you see me on your doorstep.
Bro, see, let me know, man. Bro, now my MIDI is automatic. Like I don't even be playing like that, but like once I go to the court, bro, like they know me, they call me MIDI man.
Okay. I'm glad that's
No, they call you MIDI. I know they call you MIDI.
You're fucking me.
It's for both. Because I be hitting those MIDIs, but I'm 5 minutes still. Like I be hitting those MIDIs. I'll handle you. I got you, bro.
Which handles?
We'll see.
Well, because I know you're right now, you're looking for a way to get me into that free for all room. It ain't happening.
Guy just keeps.
He's looking for his get back. It ain't happening again.
Guy keeps speaking his mind.
It ain't happening. Anyway.
And then it's been a cool episode. Any final state? Anything final before we head out to the next one? I think at this point,
I have one last, just for us to rate different aspects of our lives from most relevant to least relevant, and rate out of 100 where you are and like where you'd like to be. But I feel like that would be a bit too long for now, and we have.
Yeah, we can do it and just talk about it. We do it over the week. Talk about it next week.
Yeah.
So we have actually 3 episodes to get to episode 20. I think it was episode 17. So we have 3 more to get to 20.
Okay. So where are these episodes, right now?
What do you mean?
Are they on YouTube or like they are still in the works?
Okay. So everything up until episode 9 is like everywhere. Anywhere you find podcasts and YouTube is there. Then for once the semester is over, I think I'll probably still. That's when I honestly have time to really start editing all of these and putting them out. So we do have like a deep backlog at this point. Hopefully that week from when school is over before the new year, my goal is to get everything out before the new year. So at least come January 1st, 2024, we'll have 20 episodes out on all platforms. So
I'm hyped to start, making those reels and putting those out there, man.
Yeah, so we actually do need to start doing that.
Yeah.
We do need to start that. But yeah, man. So yeah, a lot of things coming for next year. A lot of ideas. I definitely want to. I don't know. I think I said this last time. I don't know if I said this on the episode last time. But come next year, just up the level, up the production level, up the content. Up the there's so many different things. I want to just up. Like I want it to be a clear demarcation. It's okay. Something that was changed from here to here. So, but anyway, we'll talk about that in future episodes. So, see you all next time.